Hello, Robin here at Toadstool Tarot. I have for you today a deck I'm really excited to have been able to find on eBay. It's out of print. It's from the mid-90s. Not even sure what the name of it is. It may just be called The Tarot. It might be the traditional tarot reinterpreted for the modern world. It might be called the New Rider Waite Tarot cards. It's by Adam Fronteras, who wrote the book. It's published by Carlton Press, and it's in a modern recoloring of Pixie's art. It comes in this kit, which you have to double check if you order online, because first time I ordered it, I got a great price, and I only got the book. Second time I was careful to make sure that it was the kit, including the cards. It comes in this sort of slipcase box, which I won't show you. It's not great, not made particularly well. Folded area with the book in the back and the cards in the front, and styrofoam kind of packing inside. It's kind of cheesy, but you know, I probably won't keep the box. The book is really nice. It's a nice sized little book. It's 120 some pages. It's got some great photographs in the front and some terrific color thumbnails in the back on each page for each of the cards. The contents, the history and mystery of the tarot, the occult development of the tarot, archetypal tarot, psychic abilities, choosing and relating to a deck, major and minor arcana card by card, some spreads, and further reading. It's a really nice book, I think. It's by Adam Fronteras. The cards themselves are a little smaller than standard tarot card. I would say maybe a third to half an inch shorter and narrower. Cardstock is really nice. It's sort of semi-gloss, or I should say not really glossy, has a bit of a typical sheen to it. The card backs are yellow. It's probably hard to see here on this camera, but they have a sort of a sun face pattern. Pale yellow sun on a darker yellow. The major drawback with these cards is that they're modernized, that they're, you know, the beautiful color palette, which is the draw, but they are severely cropped in order to fit them in this format. And they have borders. I don't mind the borders because the borders blend in with the beige background. I love that beige coloring. Doesn't use Pixie's font, but I'm okay with that. Doesn't show her signature on many or most of the cards. Some of them there's partial signature. You can see here the last back part of the dog is cut off. Part of this flower is cut off. In a lot of cases, these cards have been severely and brutally cropped to fit the format. If you're familiar with the cards, maybe you won't mind that. A lot of people will hate that. But I think because of the beautiful colors that were chosen, it's worth it to me. I love this dark purple. We got some really unusual and unique palette. Dark greens, sort of like olive yellow greens. Very stark, almost 70s kind of coloration. Here you can see her signatures cut off. Here's part of the face of this jackal or whatever, Anubis, is missing. Half of the scales is gone. Now, if you know this deck really well, like I said, maybe that won't bother you. This doesn't actually bother me. I think it's a good trade-off for the color and the design. It would be great if all the images were intact, but you know, I'm okay with this. I know it well enough. There's nothing missing here, I don't think, to keep me from being able to read with these cards. For me, it's all about this beautiful stark coloring in this particular palette, which I absolutely love. Has a very 70s vibe to me, even though it came out in the mid-90s. Got some really beautiful dark purples, dark kind of magentas or pale purple, violets, some kind of almost like periwinkle blues. Really gorgeous colors. I was lucky to be able to find a copy of this for, I think, around 30 or so. I don't know how much success you might have in finding copies, but and mine was shrink wrapped, vintage, so that was lucky. I love the vivid colors. I absolutely love this palette. It would be nicer if the images were complete and not cropped, but I can work with these. They're very clean. Kind of reminds me of decks like the Hoi Polloi. We have a few people of color. Not too many, but a smattering. You can see this is cut off here. Where's the rabbit? There's usually a rabbit down here. I don't know if that's the rabbit's ears. Seems to be missing entirely. Can't tell. So yeah, this may not be your cup of tea. For me, it's you know, glorious coloring. I absolutely love it. The only improvement I might make, if I had a chance, would be to not have cropped the cards, to have the full imagery on the cards. But I actually like the borders on these, the beautiful beige tone backgrounds. All in all, this deck for me is a delight. And that is The Tarot by Adam Fronteras. I think. Okay, take care and see you all soon.